Which areas collect the most in property taxes? Oh, this is just going back to old Tax Foundation. Dateline August 7th, 2019. This is the kind of stuff that's important. I'm telling you, man, property taxes are your biggest concern in retirement. I'm just telling you right now. Janelle Kamenga. Property taxes are important tool to help finance state and local governments in fiscal year 2016. Property taxes comprise 31.5% of total state and local tax collections in the U.S., more than any other source of tax revenue. In that same year, property taxes accounted for 46% of localities' revenue from their own sources and 27% of overall local government revenue. Median property taxes paid varied widely in the 50 states. The lowest bills in the country are in 13 counties with median property taxes of less than $200 a year. Their group is made up of 3 counties in Alaska, 7 parishes in Louisiana, so I'm not living in any of those places, Alaska or Louisiana. I love you folks in Alaska and Louisiana, but neither have any appeal to me at all. Alabama's Choctaw County, New Mexico's Hardin County, and Kennedy County in Texas. So that's nuts. The next lowest median property tax is Lamar County, Alabama, near the Mississippi border and about halfway up the state. So we got Choctaw County in Alabama, Lamar County in Alabama, Kennedy County in Texas, and I actually looked up the one in New Mexico, and it was big. Very sparse, but it was big. It's just, man, I couldn't live there. It's just too flat, too dry for me. So I don't. Kennedy County in Texas. I looked at. Yeah, I did. It's over by down there by South Padre Island, man. So way down here, South Padre Island, which I've never been, but I have been at Port Aransas and Corpus Christi. So it's just one county south of that, which is I love Corpus Christi, love it. But I don't know if I want to live there. I like the Four Seasons too, but I love Corpus Christi. And if you keep going down a little bit, you'll find Kennedy County, Texas, Hardin County, New Mexico didn't do anything for me, but any place in Alabama has appealed to me for sure. So the 5 highest counties with a median property tax payments all have bills exceeding $10,000. Westchester counties, New York, Nassau and Rockland counties, also New York, all by New York City. Bergen and Essex County in New Jersey. So let's take a look, shall we? This is the Tax Foundation here. Reliance on property taxes varies among states. Or a vanilla Coke Zero. I love that stuff. I don't drink too much of it, but I do every now and again. I like it when it's cold. In Georgia, for example, where the median property tax bill is relatively low, median taxes range from $506 in Truitland County, wherever that is in Georgia, to $2761 in Fulton County, which is part of Atlanta. This is typical among states. Higher median payments tend to be concentrated in urban areas. This can be partially explained by the prevalence of above average home prices, like right here in your old buddy Josh's neighborhood. Because property taxes are assessed as a percentage of home values, it follows that higher property taxes are often paid by places with higher housing prices. Yep, I agree. Now they do, I chuckle a little bit at this. While no taxpayers in high tax jurisdictions are going to be celebrating the yearly payments, it's worth noting that property taxes are largely rooted in the benefit principle of government finance. People paying the bills are the most often the ones benefiting from the services. Now, we live in Camden County, New Jersey. Burlington is going to be up a little bit. Let's see, Middlesex, Morris County. I guess we're down here some. Gloucester, right there. Median property tax $6,570, and Camden was right next to us. They weren't getting the benefit of high property taxes, even though I don't know how many people own homes there relative to the rest of the county. That's for sure. So but Haddonfield, where we live, we're paying $14,000. So it just goes to show you that you got to look at the actual specific jurisdiction of where you're living. All right, so I wonder if I can make this bigger. Let's see here. Maybe we can make that map bigger. Maybe not. All right, so let's go. So we lived in Bexar County, not Bexar, but Kendall County, which is by San Antonio. Comal, right there's Guadalupe, Comal, Bears. That's San Antonio right there. $2,800 is the median tax. The drawback about that is South San Antonio is kind of like Camden County. Camden is cheap because the houses are inexpensive, incredibly inexpensive. But in Bexar County, South San Antonio, we did Meals on Wheels down there. It's just some cheap property for sure. But if you go north of, in the Bear County, it's not cheap. And then we lived actually one county north of that. I think it's north. Yeah, Kendall County right there. We lived there. 4417 is a median property tax. Our property tax where we lived in Bernie was about $8,000, and this is 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. Never owned a house in Cumberland County, but that's where I was born and raised. The median property tax is $3,600 there in Cumberland County. Oh, vanilla Coke, I love you. I don't like it that much. Probably once every few days I'll drink a vanilla Coke. All right, so we lived there. We lived in Maricopa County, Arizona, 1441. We had a house there in 1998, 99, and 2000. Yeah, 2000. House about $100,000. I frankly don't remember what the property taxes was. That's the first house we ever owned, Charlotte and me, and that was before even knowing the difference between PITI, property principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. I didn't know. I just looked at monthly payment. Where else we lived? We lived in, I already showed you Camden County, and now we're in Fulton County. It's Clayton County. We're north of that. DeKalb, Gwinnett. We're right here. 2761. So that's where we live right now. Let's take a look at South Dakota. That's North Dakota. What's the county where? Is it Custer County? Where what's that town up there? Rapid City is. I don't even know what town Rapid City is. I guess it's got to be right here, right? Custer, 2165. That's going to be Jackson Hole over here. Yeah, Teton, I don't know. Wyoming, 3641 is the median tax. I guess that's Seattle right there. Yeah, King County, 4254. There's got to be San Francisco. Alameda County. I just remember Alameda. Remember Oakland Alameda County Stadium where the Raiders and the A's played when I was growing up. 5,000 in California, IA, and that's Marin County. I think that's where all the rich people live. 7,000. Where's Lake Tahoe? Right up in there. I don't know where Lake Tahoe is, but that's freaking gorgeous up that way. So I'm not even sure where that is. So let's go down to this is Houston down here someplace. Harris County in that Houston, 3221. Yep. There's Dallas, Denton County, Dallas County, 3,000. That's not. I mean, again, but you have a big range of fancy schmancy houses and poor folk houses. We looked at New Hampshire. It wasn't Rockingham County. It wasn't Hillsborough County. It was right there. No, maybe it was Rockham. 6153. Oh, speaking of Rockham, we also owned a house in Virginia, in Rockham County there too. 1196. Yeah, so we owned a house in Dayton, Virginia. Man, that was freaking. It's kind of like when we owned a house in Maricopa County in Phoenix, Arizona. It was so cheap, we didn't even know how good it was. Anyway, let's see here. What's that? That's got to be Birmingham, I imagine. Shelby County, Atlanta, Alabama. Man, look at that. Chilton County, 376. Here's Orange. Oh, Baldwin County. Look at that. That's where Orange Beach is down there, dudes. Oh, $582. Isn't this Pensacola down this way? Look at that. Property tax are minimal. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Here's Greenville County, $1,100. Man, I'm telling you, folks. That's where it's at. You got to look at where the property taxes are low for sure. What's this? This is Connecticut. Look at that, Connecticut, Hartford County, Litchfield County, $4,700. I don't know anything about those places. And that's what's that right there? PA, Chester County, PA. Yeah, 5,000. You start going out here. So basically, I have higher property taxes here because I knew New Jersey's gonna be even higher. So you start going out here to Pittsburgh area, and it's a whole lot cheaper. Butler County, I saw that. So was that Columbus right there? I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So that's the tax foundation. You definitely look at the tax foundation property taxes before you buy your house, man. I don't know if they have comments on here. No, they don't. But that's fantastic. So big fan of tax foundation. I'll put a link to the show notes. Hope you enjoy. Thanks now.